Good morning, Rangers. All right, well, it's morning right now for me, so you'll probably see this video sometime in the day. So, hey, last week we did breakfast burritos. Today we're going to be doing fried eggs. Now, with fried eggs, you got a choice of spray or oil. I grew up doing oil, but today's day is pretty easier with the spray. So what you want to do is go ahead and turn your oven on to be somewhere between medium and low, right in the middle someplace. Give it a little quick spray inside the pan so it doesn't stick. You don't want your eggs to stick. Unless you want scrambled eggs, then you're good. But today we're going to do a couple of fried eggs. I have 2 eggs here, and I have some bread in my toaster, and I'll be buttering that up a little bit later so I can have some eggs and toast for breakfast. So let's get started. I'm going to wait for this to heat up a little bit. I'll crack some eggs, toss them in there, and we'll get started. And we're back. All right, so now the pan's nice and warm. We're gonna get started. We're gonna crack some eggs real quick and throw them in. All right, so some of you have learned over the years, just as I have, when I was young, that you want the eggs to sizzle and crack and start cooking as soon as you drop them in the pan. Well, later on I've learned that the slower you cook them, the better they're going to taste. And that is due to the molecules that are actually inside the food, inside the egg. So what I mean by that is that the molecules are the particles in the egg that are starting to cook. And so they're jumping around. When they're fried, they're like this. And then when you finish them, they're just kind of, but when you cook it slower, they have a chance to mingle together and cook right. And so ever since I saw this video, it wasn't a video, I read on it. And ever since I saw that book and I read through it, it taught me to slow down my cooking, slow it down, let the molecules set where they need to be set, not rushed. And because we're in a fast-paced world, we want things to be done quickly. And, so we throw eggs on there real fast, we cook them up, here you go, and we send the kids out the door. Now I've slowed down. My eggs taste a whole lot better. And not only do we have eggs cooking slow, but we have a little bit of salt. We'll add a little bit of salt in. Now salt, what it does is enhances the flavor. It brings that flavor out a little bit more. If you want to change the flavor, then you add some pepper. That's when you start to change it a little bit. But I like my eggs just a little bit salt, and I'll let them cook for a little bit. And as you can see in the video there, it's slowly cooking. It's slowly turning white. And I need to move this tortilla warmer out of the way. Put it over here so I can move this over. Okay. All right. So it's looking pretty good, right? Yeah, it's slowly cooking, and that's what you guys want to do. After that, we'll flip it over. Now, there are some people that like over easy and some that will like it just cooked all the way through. It's all in your preference, whatever you guys like. If you guys like the yolk runny, make it an over easy. Flip it over just so the white part's cooked. Flip it back. Put it on a plate. You're ready to eat. If you like your yolks to be solid, then you're going to let it cook a little bit longer so it cooks all the way through the yolk. Some people don't like a runny yolk. I like it because I get to dip my toast in it. That's really yummy for me. But that's pretty much it for frying an egg. I'm going to keep it as simple as possible. We're going to let this cook for however long it takes. And then we're going to flip it. I like an over easy, so I'm just going to flip it over real easy and then let it cook there for a second. Flip it back, throw it on the plate, ready to go. All right, guys, I will come right back. And we're back. All right, so as you can tell, let me bring the phone a little closer. The eggs are starting to get a little movement there. They're starting to pop and starting to move and starting to cook underneath. That's what you want. You want to see that. And let me put that up right there again. I think that's good. Sorry guys, I don't have a camera guy. So from here, you just kind of bring the egg together like this. Should be almost ready. Should be able to slide across your pan like that. See how I did that? I can move it back and forth. Let's see. I'm gonna do it like that. Whoop. You see that? It's starting to slide a little bit. That's an indicator that it's cooked on the bottom and it's ready to flip. But I like mine to have a little runny yolk. So the yolks are looking pretty good there. I'm gonna do a quick flip. Let them cook for a second, maybe 2. If it's too hard, if the 2 yolks are too far apart, you can always cut them in half. I don't typically do this, but since I got you guys on the phone here, I'm going to flip one at a time. And don't try to get all the way underneath it, because sometimes that doesn't work. So you're going to end up picking up just a little bit. Just pick up a little bit, flip it over. Boom, done. Get this side, bring it over, flip it. Oh, sometimes that happens too. All right, now they're flipped. I'm going to give them a minute to cook like that, or a second. Ooh, my toast just came up. Yeah, toast, nice and brown. That's good stuff right there. We'll put some butter on there, let it melt a little bit. But these guys should be ready here in just a minute. Not even that, less than 30 seconds. Because I like my yolks runny. So if you don't like your yolks runny, let it cook a little bit longer. Okay, guys? And there's one. And number two. And there we go. So now we got fried eggs, and toast. I'm going to butter them. And then I'll be able to have a quick breakfast. So it didn't take long, guys. It took me maybe 5 minutes to cook this. So take your time, all right? Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Have a blessed day. And hopefully this quarantine will be over soon, and we'll be able to meet together again and have our meetings and do all our pledges. Don't forget our pledges, guys. We got to do them. Practice them every day if you can, all right? And if you get a moment, read the Bible. God talks to you every single time. So just pray about it and say, Lord, speak to me about what this verse is saying, or what this chapter is saying in a certain book. And just say, Lord, just speak to me. Talk to me through the pages. And then continue to reading, and he will bless you. He will. I'm telling you guys, he is there with you all the time. So have a fantastic day. We miss you guys, and we hope you have a safe quarantine, because it's kind of sad and boring, but we're being safe, and that's what's important. All right, guys, have a great day. Take care.